What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I hope everyone is doing well. I am going to be doing the what are your spiritual gifts pick a card reading, because that's the one that won the poll on my community section of my channel. My nose itches already. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, check out the About section of the channel as well as the description box. I'm going to do some tarot along with the piles that I have already set up. So we're going to see what your spiritual gifts are. Starting off with pile 1. I don't know what. So pile 1, this person has some of the intuitive messages where it has the appearance of Sagittarius, angels, mutable, and expansion. So I feel like you guys are, wherever Sagittarius is in your chart, or you could be a Sagittarius, but at the same time, I think that you guys you've already had some gifts, but at the same time, you could basically do a lot of different things, and you might not even realize it. There's Earth as well. It could be like Virgo, Taurus energy. But Sagittarius is like the movers, the shakers. They're always doing something. They're always busy. Okay. There's some Libra energy here.
Mommy.
Especially with the Page of Swords. This is all about learning. They want you to study certain things. They want you to sit down on your own and look up these different things, because I didn't even know that there was so many different spiritual gifts, because usually the ones you hear about are the claircognizant, clairaudient, you know what I mean? The clairs, but there's way more than that. Some of you guys know you're very good at manifesting money. Even when you go through problems, you're very well protected as well. And with the angels, you either have angel DNA or you have a lot of angels around you. Because you were maybe born in royalty, is what I'm kind of getting as well. Past life, whatever. But you have you have a shield of people, basically. And I think that you have been through many lifetimes. You have a really old soul, but at the same time, you're also very smart. Some of you guys could be Aquarius as well, but at the same time, with the jug here, that's what reminds me of Aquarius, because they have so you guys could be communicating. Yeah, you have a communication with the different realms, maybe the angelic realms. Because there is a goddess or a god who was a messenger for the angels, but I don't remember off the top of my head because there's a lot of goddesses. One of your spirit guides is she almost looks Chinese, but very old soul, very stern looking, but yeah, it could be this Hestia, because that's one of the goddesses that came up for you, and it's she is the virgin goddess of hearth and domestic life. Like, she has a really pure soul. She's really kind and forgiving and sweet. Power of light and warm. I don't even know what that is. I can't read my own writing. But look up the goddess Hestia for more information on how to do that. Because she's teaching you a lot of different things. She's teaching you how to tame your fire energy as well. But at the same time, you also had, I should have known, Athena as well. She is the one who invented the flute. So the flute meditations on YouTube could be helpful. She's the goddess of war. But she is the protector of life and civilization. She's the goddess of the city. She's in the arts and crafts, courage, inspiration. Her spirit animal is an owl, so she's very, very wise. A lot of wisdom. But she was also very fierce in battle. Like, she was pretty, I would have been scared of her probably, but I feel like you've been to many battles in your life, like literally in past lives, but as well as now. But you always find a way to balance it out, Some of you guys are going through like this process right now that it just feels like it's not going anywhere. But at the same time, are you doing the same things over and over again? Are you maybe needing to level up a little bit on what it is that you're doing, what you're learning? You also had I can never say her name right. Sekhmet. She's an Egyptian goddess of war. She's a beautiful warrior, goddess of healing, lady of the messengers of death, sun, fire, plagues, healing, war, lady of peace. She's from the beginning of time. She represents death and destruction, as well as protection and healing. Like, she has two very polar opposites, but it's like, basically how you treat her, I don't know, or who she chooses to be at the end of the day. She can heal you or she could kill you, basically. But I think that this has a lot to do with ascension, because as you ascend to a different level, you're more often in the healing energy than in the I'm gonna kill you energy, but don't test her. You know what I mean? I have the bear for the spirit animal, the mole, the elephant. So the bear's the mother, the strong. She fights till the death to protect her family. She's confident. She's really self-healing, so you could be someone who heals really fast. All about resurrection. The mole is they kind of care a little bit too much about superficial things, like how other people see them. They have to learn how to trust their senses, because I think they're blind. They're half blind. So they had to learn how to use their other senses. They say when you lose a sense, you kind of, some of you guys could have lost some of your senses because of everything that you've been through. But it made you into a better version at the same time. You guys were definitely leaders in battle. There's a lot of really ancient energy here, but it's respect and loyalty and royal. This is definitely something that you should look into. The mole needs fresh air. Some of you guys need to get outside. The mole was the guide to the underworld in ancient times, or whenever. They were always able to find hidden treasures in mysterious places, but they did it on their own. You know what I mean? And maybe not care how much, what other people think of you. There is something to do with outside influences here that you're going to be kind of figuring out. Some of you guys, could have a bee as well somewhere. Some of you guys were kids who grew up out playing outside. You had a best friend that you would play with. With the bee in his face, it's almost be careful which energies you play with, which energies you listen to. because one of them keeps you in this energy of being worried and depressed, but the other ones are all about fun and like adventure. So be careful, you know, what you give your attention to, what you give your energy to. The scientist, the teacher, and the spy here. So there is a lot of things unknown, either about you or about the situation. Some of you guys are really, you could be teachers because you've been through so much. But with the scientist, this is about exploration at the same time. Maybe you need to kind of figure out that you're really powerful like creators, and you're really smart probably when it comes to like science shit. But that energy is like meant to teach other people because of the wisdom. You have psychonauts, ability to travel to different realms. You have an earth angel, light worker, death warning. So this is like a psychic ability to pick up on when someone will pass away. You have automatic writing. This is like if you were to take a pen and you just start writing things down, it's just like things like it's automatic. You don't even know where it comes from sometimes. I would, if I were you, you know how it had the mole in this reading? So practicing closing your, maybe closing your eyes, but I don't know, because they say like, you know, if you're in that place where you're kind of in that half blind energy, it's because they want you to start using your other senses to awaken those other gifts, you know. Some of you guys are definitely channelers as well. But you see how she's writing and she's like has her fingers on the paper. So maybe some of you guys are, I don't want to say blind, but you really can't see right now. And I think, I don't want to say it's on purpose, but your angels are trying to get you to understand that. You have astral projection, so going different places, your soul when you're sleeping. ADC is afterlife communication, so you're able to communicate with the dead. Some of you guys have people that visit you. You have faith healing, precognition, and psychic surgery. So psychic surgery is about visualizing, you know, the chakras or whatever part of the body that needs to be healed on another person, and then you're able to heal them or tell them like what areas of their body needs help. With faith healing, this is sending positive energy to a certain part of their body. With precognition, you have the foreknowledge of an event. So foreknowledge of death, you know, foreknowledge of different things. But because you're able to travel through the different realms, like on Earth, you're now you're in the energy of an Earth angel and a light worker to raise the consciousness of the collective.
Can I get one myself?
But at the same time, the place that you've been, and with the psychic surgery and like the precognition, it has a lot to do with meditation and going to a different place, and that really is with your eyes closed. So that might be what you need to do to practice these. Because visualization isn't with your eyes open. Grab one and leave it alone. Okay. So that is pile 1. A lot of shit. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm eating troll gummy worms. Thug life. What I've noticed about the spirit animals is that there's different ones that will come into your life at different times, and like it's about calling on the energy of those at that time, because they're helping you with different parts of your life, like whatever you're going through. And if you don't know what they are, whatever animal kind of resonates with you, or maybe one you've thought about or one you see all over the place, usually is the one that's with you. But it'll be revealed to you in maybe more than one way. All right, pile number 2. We have an energy of duality. It's Taurus energy. Represents, well, here's the words anyways. Wisdom, unknown intelligence, star, and you have stress and honesty. Some of you guys, people have no idea how stressed out you are because you're two different people. Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. But you're also very smart. Like, too smart for your own good sometimes. There's like a little bit of like, I don't want to say sociopath, but damn. You have the tendency, I'm just saying. Not trying to offend anyone. Heads up. You have a lot of God and Goddess energy here. You have the... Oh, that's why. Because you have Seth around you. He's the one, the evil brother of Osiris, Osiris's twin. He's the one who is a protector of afterlife, but he represents like desert and thunder and evil, pain and suffering, like chaos and confusion. That's that twin energy you have. Some of you guys might be a Gemini, but whoever your split is evil as fuck. Yeah. So, I don't know. You also have Ptah, it's Ptah, represents a green skin goddess or god. This one represents the creator. This was the creator god of fertility, stability, and power. He represented the thoughts in his heart and in his words, so he speaks from the heart. Like, basically, everything he did was with his heart. It's the divine blacksmith. He basically gave tools to humans. There was like a story, I don't remember the full story, but basically created weapons and then like showed humans how to do it, but then it ended up bad. But he had good intentions, I think. And there's Uranus, the god of the sky and heavens. He's the father of the Titans. And then you have Nephthys, who is represented by a hawk and a sycamore tree. She represents a lady of the temple. She's Isis's twin. She's goddess of mourning, death, decay, darkness, healing, rivers, sheep, nature, friend and protector of the dead, escort of the dead to the underworld, lady of the body, lady of hearth, mistress of gods. See, back in the day when there was like gods and goddesses, the people that were like in the underworld weren't considered evil because everyone thinks death and darkness and blah is evil, but it really isn't. It's just a polar duality, you know, white and dark, light and dark. More people need to educate themselves on that, because even Satan, listen, we have been taught some really dumb shit. I'm just going to put that out there. Do your own research, okay? Fuck. You guys are clairvoyant. You can move, pyrokinesis. So you can manipulate fire. Y'all are creepy, but it's like in a weird kind of cool way. There's angel readings, medical intuition, medium, and remote viewing. So y'all got that stuff. You don't even, okay. Oh, cover your mouth, please. Remote viewing is like you can see things when you're not there by using your intuition or like meditation. Medium, you can talk to spirits. Medical intuition, you can pick up on medical issues in other people and just kind of know things. Back up, please. You're able to give other people messages from angels. And then in the card that came out is what's 8? The mother energy, the strength. This is the strength card, but you know how she has her hand over the dog? She's trying to heal it. Like she, like your energy, like the good energy is really fucking powerful. Like you represent like light of all light, but then there's like an evil tendency. You guys literally have like split personality or like BPD maybe or something like that, but I think that you know that though, you know what I mean? And one side is like you're really opposite though, like or someone you're dealing with is opposite of you. So you have the cheetah, the jaguar, the lamb. I don't think you let people see like the super sensitive side of you, but you have rhino, consistent, and gossip. I think that you don't, like, you know about some of this stuff, but you're not really consistent with it because you don't really know what people would say, or you don't know how to explain it or whatever. Oh, some of you guys are dealing with your twin flame. Someone who's exactly like you. You know? But you're polar opposite. So the cheetah and the jaguar are really similar. They're really fast and they're like focused and like attentive. Like I literally think some of you guys have met your match in a person, like energetically. This, like how the jaguar has no enemies, I don't think the cheetah does either. You know what I mean? So I think that with the lamb energy, someone has like an innocence to them, but that's when they're vulnerable. And then the rhino is about, you know, they're aggressive, but they're all about solitude and inner peace as well. Some of you guys would be really good veterinarians. Some of you guys like to smoke weed. Some of you guys like to smoke weed and study or read books in your house. And you're happy as fuck. With the sun, you need to open your windows more during the day when the sun's out and let some different energy into your house. But at the same time, you have like a hard exterior, but you're actually like really funny, happy people. Some of you guys, you have farm energy here.
Mom, can I have some gum?
I think it represents, you know, maybe you guys grew up on a farm or you're like, that's relevant to you, but maybe this is about creativity or like creating here, you know, talking about different things. I think that some of you guys definitely need to get out more, but you have a lot of knowledge, like you could teach a lot of people. What does this thing mean again? I can't remember. Maneuverability. Like you're really able to blend in. You probably like a shapeshifter too. I'm just gonna leave it alone. But with the doctor energy, definitely have the possibility of being either like an animal doctor or like an actual doctor. What were these cards? Some of you guys are married, but this person like literally drives you nuts. Like they'll tell everybody that happens in your relationship and they're like, but then they're like constantly worried when you're not with them. And you've been trying really hard to like keep it together. You've been trying really hard to make this work. Some of you guys, this person could have died, or someone wants to go on vacation or something like that, but there's a lot of protection energy here, but it's like really slow moving. I think that some of you guys are with the wrong person and you know it. Something about the month of December. Some of you guys like to drink beer.
Mommy, can I see that?
No. You have a lot of heavy protection around you. Spiritual guidance. Like they're protecting you from being hurt. Back up, please. No. No. Whoever there's a blonde woman that's of significance for some of you. Or maybe someone's worried about a blonde woman. Keep in mind that when someone is like a soulmate or a twin, doesn't necessarily mean like that you're with that person. You could have just like recognized certain things, but I don't know. There's really no energy of you leaving a marriage, but I don't really feel like it's working out for some of you. I'll be bored as shit. That's none of your business, Emily. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I would watch that evil energy though. Get some control over it before it controls you, literally. Pile number 3. Wait. This one's 4. This one's 3. Alrighty then. Pile number 3 is all about success. There's Gemini energy here. There's water energy here. There's aggressive energy here. It's teacher. And then the harmony is about like keeping things lighthearted. You guys are really psychic. You have the octopus here. Look up the spiritual meaning of the octopus. But I think that you, like, when you're by water, your senses become, like, it helps your energy, for one, but it's, like, I think that you figured out a long time ago, but spirit animals that came up, you have the falcon, the goldfish, the wolf, the rabbit, and the eagle. The falcon and the wolf are very psychic energies. They are able to see a lot of things. They have vision. They're very protective. They're prophecyers. They're really intense energy, but they're always paying attention. The wolf is also loyalty. You know, they run in packs. They have the intuition. They're about friendship, working together spiritually with another person. The eagle, power, freedom, believing in yourself, and choose to be blessed and have a new life. You need to figure out that you have more capabilities. You're able to move forward, but you're kind of keeping yourself stuck for some of you. The rabbit is a hidden message about this, about wisdom, fertility. Take a leap of faith. You know, the times are changing in your life, and it's time to like act on a situation that some of you guys have known for a long time. Some of you guys need to get a goldfish. They're actually really good luck. Just saying. Your god and goddess energy, you have Horus, Artemis, and Nut. Nut is the goddess of moisture and rain and water. It's literally what it sounds like, and I'm not going to go into it anymore. Horus, that goes along with the falcon, the god of the sky. It's the protective eye symbol. Sight, thought, hearing, taste. Patron deity of all Egypt. Touch, the whole one, all-seeing eye. Sun and moon, uses all 6 of his senses. Their royal energy, represent good health. I don't remember what a wadjet is. It's a symbol of Horus, but Artemis is the bear, the boar, and the deer, the mistress of animals, the goddess of the hunt. She has a twin brother, Apollo. She represents like wild energy, basically, and then childbirth, as well as like helping people with diseases. She represents the moon and the arrow, like the bow and arrow, and the hunting dog are symbols of Artemis because she hunts. There's a heavy psychic abilities here, but I think that some of you guys needed to learn how to control them, or maybe they haven't been revealed to you because they are not sure maybe if you can handle it and if you are going to use it to the right way, because some of you guys abused it in the past, I believe. Anomalous cognition, memories of an event, hypnosis, knowing without prior knowledge, aura readings, you're able to read people's energy, magician, telekinesis, apparition, you can see ghosts, arithmancy, and numerology.
Mommy, do you have free gum?
I think that, no, you ate it all.
Maybe.
Some of this stuff might scare you, especially if you can see ghosts. So maybe you saw something when you were little and it freaked you the fuck out. Some of you guys might be greedy when it comes to this energy, because if you were to have all the wealth that you're meant to, you might become greedy and then churn your energy into something not so great. There's a lot of intuition. You're very artistic in nature. Some of you guys have an ability to be a really strong politician, but not be afraid to take more. Some of you guys just like sit back and daydream. Come back up, please. No, sit back and daydream about stuff, but you never really do it. Like, you'll fantasize about it, but you never really actually do it. And then you get mad when things don't go your way. There's a lot of passion and success here, but some of you guys know that it's time for you to get out of a situation. You've known that since the beginning of the month. Some of you guys, maybe it's time to spend more time with your friends or your family. Some of you guys have some secrets involving your family that you don't really talk about, but you're going to have like tiger energy where it's going to like cause you to take a chance where you normally wouldn't have. Some of you guys are going to be like, you're going to get someone flowers or something because you have a lot of passion for them, but then there's like this sorrow here, like something makes you really sad because it's like you want to be happy, but you don't know if you can get out of this family situation because you've never really told maybe your family, or like you don't want it to affect like your finances or something like that. Like, I think some of you guys are like afraid of being broke. There's some type of wish that's coming true for your family, that's going to allow you the chance to do something that you wanted to do, but you're scared. You're scared of this energy because of whatever reason. Like you don't really allow yourself to off this little rope right here to be more artistic.
I just want a red one. I want a red one.
The garbage goes in the garbage, not on the floor.
Oh.
It's like you want to pick up this cup and see what's inside. You're curious about it, but you're like, no. Like, you take a step forward and then you're like, no. I don't want to see it. Yes, I do. I don't want to see it. Yes, I do.
I just saved some for you and Aiden.
All right.
Do these.
Pile number 4, we have death represents Scorpio, or just the energy. You have clairvoyant, clairaudient, star, moon, fortune, and crown. Star, moon is pretty powerful. Your energies are Thoth, Zeus, Hesperus, and Eros. There's a lot of desire and attraction here, like procreation. Some of you guys might like to make babies, you know what I mean? But there's also like a lot of writing and knowledge. The mediator between good and evil is Thoth. Invention of science and writing. They record the deeds of the dead in Judgment Day. They're the scribe of the gods, keeper of time. I think like back in like those days, they didn't have very many people who knew how to write, or like, so they just usually had one person do it. Like there was one that was like, everybody had their own little niche. Okay, you guys have, Eros is about love and passion and beauty, like god of sexual desire, like Cupid, literally. Hesperus is the evening star, but then Venus in the evening. So Zeus is the god of the sky, lightning and thunder, law, order, and justice, and the king of the gods. He represents the thunderbolt, the eagle, the bull, and the oak. So definitely some Taurus energy, but at the same time, a lot of like lovey-dovey energy too. Some of you guys have animal telepathy, your clairaudient, you have dream visionary, love, botanist, manifester, mystic, and child psychic. So like you could probably see a kid, or you pick up on the energy of knowing like what that child needs without even knowing them, or like without even speaking to them, you'd know like maybe they need help or whatever the case may be. You speak for some people who don't have a voice. Some of you guys grew up in a really strict religious family, and you had a thing with pets already, and you kind of knew that. You have a lot of animals here. You have the seal, the unicorn, the dove, the crab, the frog, and the gazelle. The dove was the most pure energy, you know, prophecy, future sight, spiritual rebirth. Like they have communication with the spirit. The seal, this is about nurturing your inner abilities and senses to stay content, like stability, happiness, peace, imagination, intuition, success, security, balance, as well as the frog, which is the ability to discern physical, emotional, and spiritual planes. Like they could go wherever, you know, they go all over the place. The crab is about having boundless humor, confident in your path, protected, go with the flow, release emotions and change direction, like stop being so crabby and just go do something. The unicorn is about vitality, illumination, and resurrection. Like you don't really see them, but when you do, their energy is really fucking bright and powerful, and they're like trying to get you to see something. The gazelle is all about consciousness, being alert, beauty, elegance, grace under pressure. You have a lot of like peaceful energy. Garden, some of you guys could have a garden, or maybe you did at one point in your life. Some of you guys need to eat more carrots. Yeah, some of you guys are meant to be farmers. Wasn't there another pile like this? Like a veterinarian with a... So like a farm, like an animal farm. Does that make sense? But you kind of have a lobster front, like you're really protective, but you could be going through a spiritual awakening. There's definitely a lot of changes you don't see coming in your life. And there will be peace and harmony with a male figure in your life. But there's a lot of strong emotions. It's like passion. It's love or hate with this person for some reason. There is no in between. You're definitely stepping into a new experience that's going to make you really happy, and you're going to achieve happiness through working. But a part of you is afraid to take risks because maybe you bought a new house and you have all these ideas, but you're dealing with someone who's really stubborn and aggressive, even though you're definitely on the right road. Like it's saying run, like you know where you're going, you know what you're doing. If things aren't the greatest or some type of temporary situation, some of you guys could be getting flowers from a secret admirer, but you're also very loving and playful, and you know what it takes to be a true partner in a relationship. And some of you guys, it has something to do with the month of June. That would be when your birthday is, but you are stepping into new things in your life, and it's important not to be held back either by yourself or other people in your life, and just know that you're going in the right direction. There's definitely romance in the air. 8 of Wands is all about communication. This is all about, some of you, it's communication with the dead, someone who passed on. Or you're going to be getting or you're going to be hearing about someone in your family that has passed on. Maybe they left a house for you, but I also feel like there's dealings with lawyers and a lot of communication and stuff going on in the future where you're going to be okay, but there's still going to be some bullshit, basically. But you have the ability to communicate and deal with all of this and be just fine. Like, you're built for this shit. You know what I mean? Somebody could be a father energy. You have a lot of wisdom. You are... pretty pure spiritual, but some of you guys should have an animal farm if you don't, you know. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that you have a good night.